Ready to add a little budget-friendly magic to your holidays? We're diving deep into magician J.D. Stewart's lecture on Christmas magic. And let me tell you, he's got some seriously creative tricks up his sleeve using stuff you wouldn't believe.
It really is remarkable how he kind of redefines what a magic prop can even be.
Yeah.
He takes like these everyday items, the things most people just completely overlook, and turns them into tools of wonder and amazement.
It really makes you wonder what magic is like hiding in plain sight all around us, right?
Oh, absolutely.
One of the tricks that really caught my eye was this Chinese laundry ticket trick.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a laundry ticket, who would have thought?
I know, and that's what's so brilliant about it. It's so unexpected. You
Right.
know, it adds this whole other layer of intrigue.
Right.
It's not your typical rabbit out of a hat kind of trick.
Oh, definitely not.
This one, it uses a simple laundry ticket, and he transforms this like jumbled message into a festive holiday greeting.
Yeah.
And then he has this really clever performance tip.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
He pretends to hide the revealed message with his foot, like he's trying to cover up a mistake.
It's like a meta layer of humor woven right into the trick.
Exactly. It breaks the fourth wall and kind of brings this playful, self-aware energy to the performance.
I love it.
And get this, he even has customizable templates for this, so you could even do corporate versions.
So you could spread some holiday cheer at the office party with magic.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now for something totally different, the appearing snowman paddle trick.
Oh, yes.
Picture this. A plain wooden snowman cutout. All of a sudden, it just bursts into full color on both sides right in front of you.
And the secret to this? A Dollar Tree ornament.
What?
It comes with its own coloring materials.
No way.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Talk about making magic accessible.
It really is.
It's such a good example of how just a little resourcefulness can go such a long way.
Absolutely.
What's funny is JD wasn't even looking for snowman ornaments when he found these.
Oh, really?
He was actually searching for something else completely different and just stumbled upon these. And it just goes to show that inspiration can really strike anywhere.
It reminds us to keep an open mind, you know, and look beyond the obvious.
For sure.
Who knows what everyday items are just waiting to be transformed into something incredible. Now, let's talk about something a little bit more elaborate. JD's stuffed animal production. He pulls out all these plush toys from a box that seems way too small.
I'm picturing like trying to cram all my childhood stuffed animals into a shoebox.
Right, it seems impossible.
Yeah.
And the secret here isn't just the method, it's also the creativity involved
Yes.
in adapting these everyday objects.
Right.
He demonstrates that even something as simple as a stuffed animal can be manipulated to create this illusion by adjusting their stuffing to make them more compressible.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he even came up with this whole Santa prepositioning story to explain it to kids.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It really is.
It's not just about the trick itself. It's about crafting a narrative that makes the magic believable and entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. It adds this extra layer of charm and wonder, especially for the younger audiences.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of unexpected props, get ready to be amazed by what he uses for his appearing candy cane or North Pole production.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me. What's the magical ingredient this time?
You ready for this? A shower curtain rod cover from Lowe's.
Wow. Talk about thinking outside the box. Who would have guessed a home improvement store could be a source for magic props?
It really shows JD's ingenuity and his ability to see potential in the most mundane objects.
For sure.
He even uses electrical tape to create that classic candy cane spiral and to give it some stretch.
Oh, that's clever.
He actually compares this trick to a similar effect done with a traditional wand. So, you know, you don't always need fancy equipment to make a magical moment.
Sometimes the simplest things are the most amazing.
I agree.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about his Christmas-themed mentalism.
Oh!
He has this routine where audience members secretly choose Christmas images from cards, and then without them saying a word, he reveals what they picked.
It's a fascinating example of how he blends different styles of magic to create something truly unique.
Yeah.
And while we won't go into the specific method here, it does involve some clever psychology and observation.
Okay.
What's really captivating is how he presents it.
Oh, yeah. He presents himself as Santa's helper.
Right. Playing on the whole, you know, Santa knows if you've been naughty or nice thing.
It's a clever way to tie it into the Christmas theme
It really is.
and create that extra engagement with the audience, especially the kids.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, for our last trick we're going to unpack in this part of the deep dive, get ready for the zombie ornament.
Oh, yeah.
Basically a classic zombie ball effect, but with a Christmas twist.
Exactly.
I'm picturing a spooky ornament floating around like it's possessed.
And what's remarkable is how he achieves this with just an ornament, a hanger, and some cloth.
Hmm.
He also mentions using a large plastic ornament, a cork, and a hanger. Again, it's all about finding creative solutions with everyday materials.
It's like he's saying, hey, you don't need a magic shop or expensive props to create something amazing. Just look around your house.
Yeah.
That's what I find so inspiring about his approach.
Me too.
This idea that magic is really accessible to anyone.
Right. And what's even more interesting is he came up with this idea himself, but later discovered other magicians were doing a similar thing.
Oh, wow.
It just goes to show you that great minds think alike.
It really does.
And it's a reminder that even in a field as secretive as magic, there's still a sense of shared creativity and inspiration.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're going to shift gears a bit in the next part of our deep dive and explore some more JD's ingenious tricks and techniques, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to our exploration of Christmas magic on a shoestring. You know, it's fascinating how JD's story about the zombie ornament highlights that collaborative spirit within magic, even with independent creation.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that even though magicians like to keep their secrets, there's still that passion and desire to, like, push the boundaries of what's possible with magic.
Oh, absolutely.
And speaking of pushing boundaries, I was super impressed with JD's Jingle Bells trick,
Oh, yeah.
especially how he uses long sleeves to, like, enhance the illusion.
Absolutely. It's that attention to detail that makes such a difference.
Right.
You know, concealing the jingle bell up his sleeve creates that moment of pure auditory magic.
It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions are the best.
For sure.
It's about maintaining that element of surprise and wonder and using those visual cues.
Right.
I like how he talked about how his red Christmas show coat helps the Jingle Bells trick blend in.
It's a great example of how your wardrobe can elevate a performance.
Aha.
It creates that cohesive visual experience that complements the magic.
Yeah, and remember when he talked about the stuffed animal production and how he positions the box towards the back of the stage to make it seem even more impossible?
Oh, yeah.
Such a clever staging trick.
Totally.
It's like he's playing with our perception of space to make the illusion that much stronger.
Exactly. Those little details matter, and it's clear that JD has a real knack for knowing what works for an audience, especially with kids.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't use really complicated language or jargon.
He keeps it simple,
Yeah, engaging.
like with his Santa prepositioning story.
Oh, yeah, perfect example.
It's the perfect way to explain the impossible to a younger audience.
Capture their imagination.
Make it all believable.
It's a testament to his ability to connect with audiences of all ages.
For sure. And it's not just the stories, it's the humor, too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved that story about how adults sometimes think he's messing up a trick for real.
I know, it's great.
It's like he turns a potential mishap into comedic relief.
He's so relatable.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
the audience feel more comfortable and connected.
And on top of all that, he's super generous with his knowledge.
Oh, yeah, he is.
All those practical tips.
The DIY solutions like the plastic soda bottle one.
Yeah.
It's a great reminder that magic doesn't have to be expensive.
Or complicated.
You can create amazing things with everyday materials.
It's all about that resourcefulness.
And speaking of resources, don't forget, he offers those templates and instructions to his members for free.
It's a great way for people to learn even more.
What stood out to you the most from this deep dive?
I gotta say, I'm really into this idea of using everyday things as magic props.
I know, me too.
Like that shower curtain rod cover trick really blew me away.
It's so creative.
It makes me look at my whole house differently now.
You start seeing the magic hidden everywhere.
For sure.
That's the beauty of JD's approach.
Yeah.
It inspires us to see the world differently with imagination.
Yeah.
Magic doesn't have to be confined to a stage or shop. It can be everywhere
It really can.
if we just know where to look.
It's like he's saying, hey, you don't need all this fancy stuff or a big budget to create something incredible.
Exact.
Sometimes the best magic is right in front of us.
It's just waiting to be discovered.
What are some other ways he encourages this resourceful approach to magic? Yeah, it's like he's unlocked this whole new way of thinking about magic.
It really is.
Not about the props or the secrets. It's about looking at everything with a sense of wonder and just playfulness.
And that's a lesson that goes way beyond just magic. It's about being creative and finding those solutions no matter what you're facing, you know?
Right.
JD's resourcefulness is inspiring, whether you're into magic or just want to add a little magic to your life.
I think that's what's made this deep dive so interesting.
Yeah.
It's not just learning tricks. It's like learning a new way to see things.
Exactly. Magic isn't just for a few special people.
Right.
It's inside all of us.
Yeah.
It's got to unlock it.
So while you're getting ready for Christmas, unpacking those decorations, putting up the lights,
Yeah.
remember that the real magic isn't about how much you spend. It's about those simple joys.
The creativity, the
Yeah.
generosity, the connection.
And look around your house.
Yeah.
I bet you'll find all sorts of stuff that could be magical.
Oh, I bet you will. Like what?
Like the old pine cone you got sitting on a shelf.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a magic talisman waiting to be found.
Or that string of lights.
Oh, yeah.
Could be a doorway to another world.
It's amazing how just changing your perspective can change everything.
It really was.
And who knows, maybe you'll find you have an act for magic yourself.
Yeah.
All it takes is some curiosity,
Yeah.
a little creativity, and being open to the unexpected.
I think that's the perfect note to end on.
I agree.
So this holiday season, remember that magic is all around us.
Yeah, just got to open your eyes to it.
Thanks for joining us for this magical deep dive. And until next time, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.